Well, good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana weather. It is a little after 7 p.m. Eastern Time, a little after 6 p.m. Evansville Central Time, and it is a beautiful day outside. A little bit cool, but hey, we can handle that. Radar is a pretty clear sweep. Today's video update is being sponsored by Metal Magic in Washington. You can give Chad a call at 698-8555 for all of your paintless dent repair needs. They also do custom detailing, among some other things. You can see the great work that they do here. Have a traveling hail team. Folks, severe weather season will come upon us pretty soon. It will happen eventually. Mark them down. We all need the hail repair on our cars from time to time. And yes, insurance does take care of those needs, but you still need someone to do the work for you, even though insurance oftentimes take care of it. So keep Metal Magic in mind. All right. Excuse me. As I said, radar is a pretty clear sweep here, but you do notice this small little disturbance that's going on up here in the Montana area. That's going to sneak down our way, really over the course of the night tonight and the day tomorrow. By tomorrow evening, we could have a little bit of light snow potentially around, but we'll talk about that here in just a second. Let's go ahead and take a look at future radar and get you an idea of where we're at. Here's that little disturbance in Montana, and watch how it slides down our way over time, sort of merges with some more little disturbance moving up this way. Watch how it slides right through here and then over us. Not aggressive as far as accumulations are concerned, but certainly we could be expecting a little bit of snow showers. Tighten the view in here a little bit closer here, and here you go through this. You can definitely see how these snow showers move in. Now, as far as accumulations are concerned with this, you get the picture from here that it could be a little bit more than light snow showers. You see, by the way, also that it's pretty much gone by the time mid-morning on Tuesday arrives, and you're left with just sort of some lingering flurries. The high-resolution NAM, we'll talk about temperatures here in a second. The high-resolution NAM is pretty aggressive. It takes a 1-inch total pretty much area-wide, and really takes a couple of inches here as a swath through us. Can I just show you exactly what I think about this? What was that old Family Feud, the X that would come on the screen? I'm sorry, but I'm not buying the high-resolution NAM here. I think this is just way crazy on accumulations here. I don't have the GFS pulled up for you, but if I were to show you that, it gives you an absolutely nothing more than a dusting. The Euro is kind of a mix in between the two and gives us maybe a half inch at most. So again, high precipitation totals like this? No, not at all. I think it's going to be somewhere between a coating and just a little bit more of a coating. And that's about all we're going to be able to squeeze out of this system. I don't think we're going to get up to an inch in any areas. I've just not seen it. That could change if more of the models come in line, but I'm not seeing it at this point. It doesn't look like a very aggressive system. It'll certainly be cold enough to snow by the time we get down into the night. In fact, tomorrow we're only going to go up to 43, 44, something like that for a high. By the time the evening works in, you're already below freezing by the time midnight hits, and then it looks like we're going to go down maybe to about 29 degrees or so, somewhere around there for an overnight low on Tuesday morning whenever you wake up. So, yes, there will be some slick spots potentially, but I'm not looking for a big travel problem, and in fact, it'll warm up a little bit during the day on Tuesday, so whatever travel impacts that we do have should be minimized pretty quickly beyond that. Now, beyond this, we're looking for a pretty decent warm-up. In fact, if we just take a look at the 15-day temperature spread, we'll use Evansville today just to sort of spread the love around to some different cities. But as you see, we've got basically, here's where we were today. We've got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as cool days. And then beyond that, we get a very nice warm-up on the way. And keep in mind, our average temperature is right around 60, 61 degrees this time of year. So it looks like we're headed back to, yes, some days will still be below normal, but we're headed back certainly to a more normal trend over the coming week, next week and a half or so. There are some hints that beyond this, there may be some cooler snaps again, so I wouldn't rule out 40s and 50s beyond this. I don't think it's completely over again. It looks like it's going to be one of these months where we head very much up and down again in the month of April, but at least as far as the first part of April is concerned, to begin it and end March and begin April, it looks looking very pleasant, and that's a good sign. Hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed, and let's hope that continues on. Now, with the warm-up, we'll have a little bit of rain that will come later on in the week, and let me just go ahead and put this back here to show you. We got a weak cold front that'll move here through on Thursday, and here is a low pressure and sort of dragging a trailing cold front behind it. It pretty much moves through here on Thursday. Some light rain potentially on Thursday. Not an overly not a gully washer type of an event where we're going to have to worry about flooding problems or anything, but some rain most certainly to deal with. Then watch this system develop up here out of Texas. Another low pressure starts to form. It moves right over the top of us. I'm not looking for severe weather, but I do think these southwest winds that are going to be pumped up our way, breezy southwest winds at that, 10 to 20 miles per hour likely on Friday. That'll warm us up to the low 60s at least. I wouldn't be surprised to see potentially even the mid 60s or beyond that. Pushing a 70, I'm not seeing that yet, but I wouldn't rule it out. I do think that we could run the risk of a few thunderstorms. Could we get some severe weather out of that? It doesn't look like it at this point. Anything that would go severe would certainly be rogue and isolated at this point. Doesn't look like a widespread severe weather event right now. To me, the parameters just aren't there, but it does look like we could see a few rumbles of thunder. And hey, that'd be nice because that's a sign that spring is here, and certainly we'll take it. So, but again, nothing severe yet. Now, that doesn't mean that there won't be some severe later on in the spring. We will continue to monitor that, especially whenever you start to see rain chances moving in with some warmer temperatures. It's certainly possible. All right, let's take a look at southernindianaweather.com, and we will take a look at your 7-day forecast sponsored by Ubler & Sons. Really not that bad tomorrow, all things considered. About a repeat of today, up to 43 degrees for your high. Well, I think we made it up to about 45 today. I forecasted 43. But you know, if I'm going to have to blow a temperature, I wouldn't mind if it's this cold and it warms up a couple more degrees that I'm predicting. Still a pretty nice day, though. Partly cloudy skies. It'll just be a little bit cold. Winds out of the southwest initially. They'll turn into the northwest later on in the afternoon hours. Then we have a chance for some snow showers moving in, of course, on Monday night. Minor accumulations. I'm going to say under a half inch. I think maybe a coating to a coating plus may be the way to word that at this point. I don't think any of us are going to see those 2-inch accumulations. I think the NAM is just going crazy on that. Then on Tuesday, look at how cold it gets. I'm only forecasting a high of 36 on Tuesday. I think it's going to stay pretty cold as far as this goes. Could it go a little bit warmer? Possibly, but I think here's the problem. We got these very breezy northwest winds, 10 to 20 miles per hour, and I think that's going to drive the temperature down and just really not allow it to rise that much. Few lingering snow showers are possible, especially in the morning times, but again, if we go to a high of 36 and we start out around 29 or so, the roads would, any slick spots that do develop should clear up pretty quickly, so certainly by mid-morning, most of those will be cleared up and the rest of your travel will be fine. But we're going down to 19 on Tuesday night, so here we are late in March. We're talking about teens for lows again. So, yeah, prepare for a little bit of cold. If you've got any plants out, certainly cover them up or bring them inside if you can. It's just unfortunate, but it does look like we're going to have that to deal with. 44 on Wednesday, but then the warming trend begins. A little bit of rain on Thursday, 55 up to 63 with a few thunderstorms possible. Be nice to hear a few rumbles of thunder around here. Could see that go a little bit warmer. It's been trending warmer in the models with each run, it seems like, so we will certainly take that. And it wouldn't surprise me to see it go a little bit warmer because you've got these southwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour really funneling that moisture and that warmth up our way. And it certainly would be nice to see it go a little bit warmer. I know we would all welcome that. Cold front then moves through behind that, but we only go down to 55 under partly cloudy skies. Next weekend looks absolutely gorgeous, so get out the patio furniture again, get out the grills, buy some steaks, fire up the barbie, folks. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend. Next Sunday looks like the pick of the weekend as we go up to the low 60s again under mostly sunny skies. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, beyond that, we stay in kind of a warming trend. If I were to show you some of the longer range models, it does look like there are some hints potentially of some cooler snaps again. So I won't say that these cold snaps are completely over with, but it looks like we're getting a break from it for a while, and maybe we can just sort of shove it out of the picture and those models will change their minds. Keep our fingers crossed and let us hope. It would be nice to see some of this grass green up again. All right, that is it for tonight's video, folks. We'll have another one of these tomorrow for Southern Indiana Weather. I'm meteorologist Michael Wilhite. Have a great night, folks.